There are no foreign lands. It is the traveler only who is foreign. Hello, and welcome to Untold Stories, where we explore the profound insights from travels and the lessons these journeys hold for us. I'm your host, Sunitha Narona, and in this episode, we challenge how we see the world and ourselves. Today, we are diving into a timeless quote by Robert Louis Stevenson. There are no foreign lands. It is the traveler only who is foreign. Let's unpack this profound statement, explore its implications for how we approach travel, and see how it can transform our experiences both abroad and at home. When you think of a foreign land, what comes to mind? Perhaps it's a bustling street market in Marrakesh, the tranquil cherry blossoms in Japan, or then the towering skyscrapers in Dubai. These places feel foreign because they are different from our familiar surroundings. But Stevenson's quote flips this idea on its head, that the sense of being foreign isn't about the place itself. Instead, it comes from us, the traveler. Think about that for a moment. The culture, history, and daily life of these places are just as natural and familiar to the people who live there as our own hometowns are to us. This perspective invites us to consider, what are we really encountering when we feel out of place? Is it the land that's foreign, or is it our mindset? Stevenson's insights call for a shift in perspective. Travel isn't just about going to new destinations. It's about how we as travelers engage with those destinations. Often we approach travel with a lens shaped by our own culture, our habits, and beliefs and expectations. When things don't align with our norms, whether it is food, language, or social customs, we label them as different or foreign. Let me tell you about one of my experiences. We traveled to Kenya to spend a week at Masai Mara, which is also known as the Mara, a large national game reserve in Kenya, along the Serengeti National Park in Tanzania. Renowned for its exceptional population of lions, leopards, cheetahs, and elephants, it also hosts the annual Great Migration, where over 2 million wildebeest, zebras, and gazelles move between the Mara and the Serengeti. We were lucky to see this migration while we were there. It's a stunning landscape that offers some of the best wildlife viewing experience in the world. While we were there their prey. In that open jeep traveling around the Mara, while the animals were in their natural habitat and free, as it was their land, it was their home, we were with the foreigners in their space. We were not allowed to step out of the jeep once we were in the Mara. Because the grass was so tall, there was different kinds of wildlife all over. We don't know what we would step into. So we were warned. One afternoon, as part of our trip, we visited the Maasai tribe. The Maasai are an indigenous ethnic group inhabiting parts of Kenya and Tanzania. They are known for their distinctive customs, dress, and semi-nomadic lifestyle. Maasai primarily rely on cattle herding for their livelihood. They speak the Ma language and are famous for their tall stature, striking red attire, and traditional warrior culture. Though not all Maasai speak English, we did have a guide who did, and she shared fascinating insights about their culture, life, and daily stories. The Maasai men play a significant role in protecting the tribe and their cattle, which are a primary measure of wealth. When a man marries, his wife builds her own house and lives with her children. Men may have multiple wives, each with their own home. Living in the Mara, the Maasai are surrounded by wildlife. Their village is designed with homes arranged in a circle. with their cattle in the center kept for protection. They cannot grow crops due to the wildlife interference, but Maasai warriors guard the village at night to protect against attacks. Sometimes, young cattle stay inside the shelters and homes with the women for added protection as they become easy prey. In both these cases, whether it was the tribe or us, we were the foreigners in the land of the wild. But what if we flipped the script a bit? What if, instead of focusing on the differences, we embrace those moments as opportunities for growth? Self-awareness plays a huge role here. Travel forces us to confront our assumptions, our biases, and even our insecurities. It's in those moments when we feel like outsiders that we have the greatest chance to grow. So, how can we reframe the way we travel? First, instead of a foreign place, we can see ourselves as learners of that place. Let's approach each destination with curiosity and humility. Listen more, observe more, ask questions, but without judgment. Second, embrace the discomfort of being out of your element. These are the moments that teach us the most about ourselves. Why does something feel unfamiliar to us? What does that reaction tell us about our own cultures or our own personal beliefs? Finally, remember that travel isn't just about where you are, but it's also about the how. It's not the exotic scenery or the famous landmarks that define your journey. It's how you engage with them and the people you meet along the way. What do you learn from them? What do you take away from that journey? Stevenson's words don't just apply to international travel. In a way, we are in our everyday lives. Every interaction, every new experience is an opportunity to see the world from another perspective. When we let go of the idea of so-called foreignness, we open ourselves to deeper connections and a richer understanding of the world. Cultivate these connections to learn and to grow. Perhaps, more importantly, we discover that the real journey is not just through new lands, but through our own mindset. Thank you for joining me today, your host Sunita Narona on Untold Stories. If this episode inspired you to rethink the way you travel, or even the way you navigate life, be sure to share it with someone who might need a fresh perspective. So until next time, safe travels, both near and far.